Johnny Domino was one of San Francisco's hottest young jazz musicians. But fate and a cosmic event were about to change his life forever. What the doctors told him seemed impossible.
John, your brain has managed to acquire the capacity to pick up certain frequencies, like a radio.
But Doc, I'm only hearing bad stuff.
Yes, exactly. You're tuned to the frequency of evil.
Who said you?
Now, I'm on your side. A whole new line of super tools developed for super policemen. A belt, which enables him to overcome gravity. Fabrics, which are virtually bulletproof. A stealth mode, which makes him seem to disappear. A holographic display, which makes him appear to be where he ain't.
And this is our main operating room. Oh. There isn't a better, more modern plastic surgery center anywhere in the world. That's why we can offer patients a standard of care and privacy unmatched in a hospital.
Also a bill unmatched by any hospital.
Thank you, big brother. Why else would a private investor pay for this marvelous celebration of our grand opening?
Why else, indeed?
And why don't we go enjoy it?
Darling?
Excuse me, doctor. Could I have a moment?
Of course. Wonderful job of organizing tonight's festivities, Mr. Cruz.
Thank you.
Although I'm still a little surprised why you won't tell me which of my patients decided to be so generous.
It's the way he wanted it. But there is one thing he asks of you in return for all this.
Of course. What is it?
I noticed your lovely wife and daughter seem to be enjoying themselves.
Indeed. And I am eager to join them.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm sure you and your family are used to this kind of situation arising.
Situation? I'm still not quite sure what you're driving at, Mr. Cruz.
Doctor, I am giving you the opportunity to inaugurate this facility in a truly meaningful way by operating on your first patient.
When?
Tonight.
You can't be serious.
You have no idea how serious.
How would you like that autographed?
Thank you very much. We're going to take a short break.
I don't understand why this mystery patient couldn't come in Monday.
My employer has a limited window of opportunity to travel in this country. Besides, he expects special attention for his $5 million.
What $5 million?
But you must recall that contribution to your endeavor by the JEM Foundation. Well, he is JEM. It stands for J.E.'s money.
Then I'll return it. This is too bizarre to be legitimate.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Though not nearly as sorry as your wife and daughter are going to be.
Johnny, this is Annette, the daughter of the doctor we're throwing this party for. I promised her an autograph.
Sure.
I just love your music. I'm going to go down to the club as soon as I turn 18.
Oh? When's that?
5 years.
Now, what is this I hear about your ducking out on me? Mr. Cruz, who is paying the bill, made your performing a condition of the catering job.
I'm just sliding across the street to play one number at Barney Stone. And they'll never miss me here.
Everybody's gonna play.
Trust me, your nephew's good.
But what could possibly be so important?
I'll explain later. Listen, you bomb, and we're both playing for dimes at the bus station. Okay?
Got it.
Got it.
Sure you want to do this?
Well, yeah. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Besides, you don't think I put on this monkey suit to impress the base rangers, did you? Do my ears stick out?
Easy. Lo van a cuidar, jefe. Tú quédate. Vente conmigo.
What are you saying?
This is a dangerous city, Doctor. Rape, torture, murder. Those are just the socially acceptable deviations. A terrorist could come in here with enough explosives to blow the whole top off this building.
And if I do cooperate?
Then your family and guests enjoy the party while you work. When you finish, you all go home, and we'll be out of the country leaving you with a $1 million bonus.
I don't want your money.
Oh, but you do want your family alive.
All right.
Go to phase 2.
For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Which nobody can deny.
Hey, man, buddy's about to run out of tunes, all right?
All right, I'm coming.
Who did this, huh?
We gotta go.
Oh, aren't you gonna have some cake?
Oh, man, I'd love to, but I can't.
Well, give me a hug.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Thanks, son.
Right.
See you, Johnny.
Bye.
Raleigh?
Raleigh.
We're ready. You can go on up. Where do you two think you're going? This building is closed.
I'm working the gig upstairs. I'm the musician.
Some major must have broken.
Yeah. How are they gonna fix it with the guns?
What?
Wait here.
Thought you said you were going upstairs.
Just getting my other sacks.
Stay back.
Whoa, 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 man. This is Johnny Domino. You told me you never heard of him. He's the best.
We can't be too careful. There's a lot of rich and very important people upstairs.
Same kind of, head vibes you do, but you know something. I don't know, she wouldn't have gone back for your special case.
How much money and jewelry do you think there is at that party upstairs?
You think those guys are here to rob the place?
I'm not sure. The first guy I tuned into was wondering how many people he'd have to kill before the night was over.
Yes, now this is a perfect match. Young, strong, heart like a jackhammer.
Match for what?
Ah, yes. The other famous Dr. Franklin. I hope you and your lovely wife are enjoying the party.
Well, we were, as a matter of fact, until this gentleman... What's going on, Cameron?
Oh, I guess I neglected to mention that this is a two-part procedure. Your brother has consented to giving my boss a new face. Then you're going to give him a new heart.
This is insane. That can't be done. This OR's not equipped for transplant surgery.
We'll see.
That's it. You can control the whole building from upstairs. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Okay, this last song, let's make it a good one.
Come with me now.
What are you talking about?
Let's go.
Easy. Please.
Buddy.
What the hell have you gotten us into?
Come on, let's go, quickly.
What are they doing? It's expansion space, not scheduled to be built for a year and a half.
Remember that $1 million bonus? It's already spent.
I mean, I'd love to meet the head honcho, but what's the hurry? Are we in the right place? Absolutely. Hey, that's Renan.
Was he there before?
No.
Where have you been? We don't have a sax player.
Where's Buddy?
Some guys came in here and dragged him down the hall.
I'm in the door with the goon.
You wait right here. How you doing? We need a word with Buddy Wright, the sax player. He's inside.
Sorry, but no guests have come this way.
Our mistake? Thanks. He's lying.
Well, what are we gonna do about it? Why are we walking away?
It's time to take the high road.
They've got equipment here that I don't even have at the Heart Institute.
Now you have some idea of the trouble we've gone to. Is the saxophone player being prepped?
Ready and waiting.
Saxophone player?
Well, having selected you as our surgeon, we scanned the computer records of every health insurance company in this area to find you the perfectly matched donor. Tonight, the lucky winner gets the opportunity to volunteer.
Hey, look, if you don't like my playing, all you had to do was say so. Look, I'm just a saxophone player, all right? Wait. Who are you guys? Oh, that's cold. He's ready.
What are you doing?
Union said to prep the sax player.
That isn't the sax player.
This is the sax player.
This is the wrong man.
Vargas is sure Domino never left the building.
Then seal it and kill all outside communication.
locking up. Exit sealed, external communications jammed.
Get Burgos.
Burgos to HQ. So we won't need this Buddy anymore.
On the contrary, until Domino's heart is in my hands, Buddy's is a backup.
Yeah, but without a tissue match, the heart is going to be rejected.
Eventually, but it would last a few days in an emergency. Get your people and find Domino. Remember, headshots are below the waist. Anyone who damages Jose's new heart ends up at the bottom of the Pacific. Got it?
Sir? You have a nice seat. That's 5 bones. What's up, man? What'd you find out?
We need a hell of a lot of cops. They've cut out all outside communications and sealed the building. Major bad guys want to get their boss a new heart. And one of the guests gets to be an involuntary donor.
Poor bastard.
Thanks for your sympathy.
The donor's you?
What's the holdup, Cruz? My surgery should have started 10 minutes ago.
A minor problem I'll handle. You're supposed to avoid stress, okay?
What is going on?
Nothing, really. It's just that, for the moment, we seem to have temporarily misplaced your heart. The donor left the party, but he's still in the building. You know these musicians. He probably just stepped out for a smoke.
He's smoking with my new heart.
I promise it'll be his last cigarette. And it'll be very hazardous to his health.
And yours.
Hey, I think I know how we might be able to get a call out. Now, the building's fire alarms will be in on dedicated line loop to Central Fire Dispatch. Now, I might be able to get a splice into it at the building's operations center.
Which is where?
Usually at the main security desk for protection. I might be able to get control of the building back.
He's not here.
What do you mean he's not here? Gotta be here somewhere.
Now listen, everyone. They won't let us go home. Security said no one can leave this floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying your evening.
No, we're certainly not. Why are you holding us here against our will?
Sir, you must be mistaken. No one here is holding anyone.
We're all prisoners.
Okay, have it your way. You're all prisoners. Now, if you do as you're told, you'll all be on your way home in a few hours. However, anyone who disobeys me or my men shall be dealt with quickly and severely.
Oh, God!
What happened?
Armed men. They took over the party.
Damn it. Is anybody hurt?
I don't think so, but they're all terrified.
All right, let's head up.
They have guns.
We're not going near the party. Okay? Let's go. Gonna have to do. I'll be back for you both.
I'm scared.
It's okay.
Me too, honey. Me too. It's gonna be okay. Okay?
Jose, the border team we bribed to let us slip in and out of the United States has given us a narrow window of opportunity. You'll have to start the plastic surgery now, even before we find a new heart, or else we'll never get back to Colombia.
You want me to trust you, huh?
You're still alive because you never trust anyone.
You're a smart man, Crucito. I'd hate to deliver you home in a couple of garbage bags.
You're a very generous and sensitive man, Jose.
Careful. You put a bullet in my heart, and we're both dead.
Hold it!
Check. Anybody there? I got you, Jay. What's up?
I copy. Domino's on elevator 6, heading down.
Trap him.
Blocking out all floors except his destination. The basement.
Express elevator to the basement, and they know I'm coming.
Yeah. Well, all access is blocked, man. I can't stop it.
Alert the troops.
Can you range blackout?
Blackout.
Just past 15. Anything?
Yeah, I don't know if I can stop it, man. I hope you got a plan B.
Yeah.
Manuel!
Vargas, do you read me? Vargas, do you read me? No response.
What about that power outage?
Well, assuming it wasn't just a normal brownout, it could only have been triggered from the building's operations center.
Get some men to the basement. The center, too.
My man, what's up?
Thanks for a blackout.
I better get out of here before they trace this blackout back here.
Now I'm going after Buddy.
All right, well, I'll meet you up there. Later.
Doctors, how long will the plastic surgery take?
Hour minimum.
We're running out of time. Who was the second best tissue match in this area?
Sax player's father, Frank Dominus.
Really?
All right, I'll help with the anesthesia. Let's get this going. Take a deep breath. This will put you right to sleep. That's it. Breathe deep.
Damn.
He's going into VTAC, Johnny.
He's arrested.
All right, this is my ball game. Bring the defibrillator over here. Get this out of the way. Lubricate. Give me 260 on this.
Charging. Ready?
Clear. Normal sinus rhythm. He's back.
Thanks.
That's what big brothers are for.
He's not going to make it much longer with this heart.
Don't worry, Doctor. His new one's practically lying on a surgical tray right now.
What just happened in here?
What? Something just happened in here? Huh? Come on. I'm gonna get you up to the roof. Yeah.
All right. Out.
If Burgos doesn't find Domino's father at home, we'll have to use the kid's heart. Better get him prepped.
I can't.
What?
He's escaped.
What?
The guard was hit so hard, he's raving about being attacked by a demon with one red eye.
What?
If you read me, come in. Our roof guard missed his last check-in, and he isn't responding.
Get someone up there.
Jessica, it's me, Raleigh. I have one more for you.
Buddy!
Raleigh, come in. Raleigh. Nightman. Where are you? Yeah, I just got Buddy up here on the roof. But listen, there's a helicopter up here. If I can get to it, I can probably get to the radio and get a call out to the police.
Good. But not till I get there. You got trouble on the way up.
All right, gotcha. Jessica. Have room for one more?
Oh, me?
Car's mine. I want a piece of this guy. If I get a hold of this guy, I'm gonna turn him into a soprano. Okay, we're almost there.
Going down.
I'll tell him, but he's not gonna like it.
What now?
They never got to the roof. Someone sabotaged the elevator. It cratered with 5 of our men on board.
It's a good thing Jose's unconscious because he will be executing people right now. Get someone up to that roof. If anything happens to the helicopter, we're all dead. You got it? You got it? So how did you screw up now?
I didn't. This is Johnny Domino's father, Frank.
Well, welcome to the party, Frank.
What the hell is going on here?
Let's just call it a test of a son's love for his father. Ah, music to my ears.
All right, it's Domino. We won't shoot him, okay? We might damage the heart. I'll take him high, you take him low.
Well, that new portable hologram grid worked like a champ, didn't it?
But if we can't make that radar work, we're in trouble. They got a bomb they're planning to use to cover their escape.
I'll call the cavalry.
Good.
Mayday, mayday. Can anybody hear me?
Hey, Raleigh, what's up? Hang tight, I'm bringing the troops.
All right, well, get in as fast as you can, man. Even 2 minutes is too late.
Wow. You're gut meat.
And you're roadkill.
No, don't let me go.
What's Cruz's plan?
Everything's messed up. He's scrambling. He's gotta leave soon.
What about the party gas?
There'll be the diversion to occupy the cops while we disappear.
What kind of diversion?
Cruz, he's got a briefcase with a bomb in it.
He won't leave without a donor for Escalar.
Got one. Well, we couldn't catch Domino. Cruz grabbed his father.
He's got Frank? Where are they? Frank in the briefcase.
Somebody disabled the helicopter.
Of course.
The point is, how the hell are we supposed to get out of here, Cruz?
The way anyone else would. Call an ambulance.
Hey, what are you doing?
You'll be fine if you don't wiggle.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we promised, we'll be leaving soon. The police are already on their way. We ask that none of you leave this room until they arrive because we've placed certain dangerous devices in the stairwells to ensure our escape. Just relax. We'll all be over very soon. You know, as the receptacle for Jose's replacement heart, you'll be going to South America with us.
Oh, wow. Freddie can't make it. Yeah, no passport, no luggage. No interest in associating with scum like you.
Careful, Frank, or I'll let them crack your chest without benefit of anesthetic. Oh, don't worry. Just a little something to keep our sheep in the fold. How long?
4 minutes.
Good. ready to take off, just like I promised.
Yeah, it's been a night of clockwork precision.
But you've got a doctor and a new heart right here.
It's not supposed to be in there. It's supposed to be in here, all right?
It will be. Don't worry about it.
Everybody, I've got good news. We're out of danger. If we just remain calm. Hey, Mrs. Franklin, I've got a little present for you.
Mommy.
We lost the other van. It's no longer following us. See? Bien. Pilot's in hangar 8, ready and waiting.
So, the news isn't all bad.
You know something, Cruz? You missed your calling. You should be a Marx brother.
I like the Marx Brothers.
Well, my point is, they're all dead.
Yeah, that's a good one. What the hell is going on with these guys? Uh-oh. This is not good. Let's get them on the plane real quick. Come on.
All right, let's go, man. It's time to work. Come on, let's go.
Grab the front. Doctor, you get the back, all right? Hold them out. Let's go. Got all day here. Okay, take it easy. The man's an idiot.
You shouldn't have said that. And I happen to like him.
Hey, carajo!
Cruz, what the hell is going on?
Why are you doing this? Let me go! Come on, pull me down! Pull me down! Let me go! Come on! Hey! Let me... Hey, it's crazy! You're shooting at me! Pull me down!
Diablo! It's Judgment Day. Jose, you're arrested.
Frank? Frank. Where'd you come from?
Oh, the thug they left hanging from the flagpole was very talkative.
What happened? How'd you do all this? Quite clear. I just got a little intense. Did anybody run past you like maybe a guy in a cape?
Get that ambulance over here. Frank took one to the melon.
You were saying something about a police commendation?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, come on, Charlie. I just broke up a major drug cartel. Practically by myself. Yeah, which isn't so bad for, what was it you call me? An old fossil?
What about the guy in the cape you were babbling about?
I was groggy. I'd just taken on 4 thugs. I could still take you to the woodshed. Got the body of a 30-year-old.
Yeah, well, you better give it back, Frank. You're getting it all wrinkled.
Thank you, everybody. I'd like to dedicate this next song to a very special guest of mine.